Hi, I'm Willie Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Good to be with you all this evening. I want to hop in on this word that I say so many times. I want to explain pre-create again. Last video I said it, but I didn't say it to the fullest. I hopping on it, but I didn't explain it 100% so a person would know. In other words, when man and women of the earth created a biblical book, they pre-created that. In other words, the living God have already manifest everything here in the world. I mean, the sun, the moon, the stars, human being, all the animal, all the fish in the sea. Anywhere you can look, the living God had already made everything, and everything was perfect. Men and women, they piggyback off that and they pre-create a biblical book saying that the living God said all these things that the living God didn't say none of that. Pre-create also mean your imagination. In other words, when they pre-created this, they imagined this of being true. Do y'all follow me now? So when they written a biblical book, and they start off imagine that the creator said all these things because they inspired, because they see the things that these created beings made, both male and female. They imagine these things and they written it in the biblical book. Nobody in the world come in the world with sin. Because if people came in the world with sin, that means that people don't have free will. Since we know that everybody have free will, so either we got sin or either we got free will. So you can't never get sin born in their biblical books the way they come up with it. So you know pretty much if they lying to you in Genesis, in the beginning of the book, then pretty much the majority of the stuff in the biblical book gonna be a lie. So now they got to get their lives born. Now you got Bible scholars. I'm not a Bible scholar. You got people in the Bible for 40 and 50 years dealing with this imaginated book, trying to get the truth out of lies. And in the process of that, deceiving the whole world, having us following idols, man-made gods. And the one thing is lost in all of that is our soul that these living God gave us to return back to them. Look, I'm going to show you 100% you come from this living God. Number one, upon of your arrival, you didn't have a name. I'm going to show you 100% right now that people on this earth don't know the living God name. You got so many names. They say Yahweh, Yahshua, Jehovah, God, Jesus, Buddha, Baal, Allah. You can name it. They got so many names for these gods that manifest the whole world that they don't even know. They don't know their name. The reason they don't know the name because they're always saying this. Oh, when you say Allah, you talking about God. Oh, when you say Jehovah, you talking about God. Oh, when you say Yahweh, you talking about God. When you say Yah, I'm just trying to give you something to let you know that they don't know what they're talking about, using your common sense. Cause if a person know 100% what they're talking about, then this would be the divine name. It would be only one name. It's just, how do you have a name that you know it's your name? I don't care how many nicknames in the world you got. You can your name can be Tony. You can call yourself Tony the Tiger. But anytime somebody write a check, they got to put it in your human birth name in order for you to cash that check. So I don't care how many nicknames you got a name to identify exactly who you are. So if these people telling you here on this earth is God got all these many names, then you know that these people don't know what they talking about. They is imagining. They're imagining that this is the truth, what they telling you, and they telling us lies. You see what I'm saying? I was caught up in that too. But what I'm trying to tell you for surety, that I'm going to let you know right here, right now, that you come from this God that nobody know their name. A part of you being in your mother's womb, guess what? You didn't have a name. You didn't have a name. So God, these created being, both male and female, allow us to have a beginning here on earth. Guess what? We coming from them because we don't know their name. They don't know our name at this time, but they have created us to be a human being. One thing about these magnificent gods, they know upon arriving after 9 months we in our mother's womb, then once we have our beginning here on earth, we're going to get appointed a date of birth. We're going to get appointed a name in whatever state we reside in, and that vessel who brought us in the world. Right then and there, we can be identified by these created beings, by them allowing us to get a name. Now we can offer that name up to them to let them know that we arrived safely. Not only we arrived safely, we know that our true parents would be with us for the rest of our life, long as we here on earth. Then we got a code that nobody else have, so we can communicate with them. That's being born in our mother's name. That's your date of birth. That's your biological name and whatever state you reside in. Having those 4 things, nobody in the world could ever act like you or you act like them. Right then and there, when you offer up your prayers in your name, right then and there, God identify. You've been identified. You've been known. This coming from your world. So now when you pray and you offer up things and you say thank you and for whatever you want to say to the magnificent created being, then they able to hear from you, you only. Can't nobody infiltrate you. You don't have to offer your prayers up in all these deals down here that everybody offering up a name, but it's not your name, it's the wrong name. So you putting your soul in that deity unknowingly. I'm here, Willie Robert Thomas, trying to stop you from doing that. I'm trying to tell you 100%. You offer up your prayers in your name and you would be heard 100%. It ain't got nothing to do with religion. It ain't got nothing to do. It just got something to do with the truth. You have a code that nobody in the world can use but you. But you have to exercise that code. Once you exercise that code, then you will see things that you never seen before, and it would translate you to where you need to be. And you'll have all the help, all the guide that you need. Listen, using that code, the creative being don't want no money from you. They don't want you to follow no man-made instructions right down here. You're not going to hell about not keeping no 10 commandments. That's all created by man-made religions. Now, if you follow that, yeah, you will go to hell because they created that. So whatever that soul is and whatever that stuff whatever spirit is that, then yeah, you'll be involved in the punishment of whatever it is, because it ain't nothing but a spell. It ain't nothing but witchcraft. The Bible and biblical books, all biblical books, is the oldest. They witchcraft books. So when you do that, you enter into a land of voodoo unknowingly. You're not trying to do it. You're thinking you're doing a good thing, but you've been tricked. Okay? That's why you got to apply your common sense with your intellect. Read these things intellectual wise. Apply your common sense. Once you apply your common sense, you'll see 100% that you have been tricked. Now, once you've been tricked, it's a way to untrick it. Do them 4 things that I told you, and you will see the manifestation of things to change for you. You know? Hey, I'm Willie Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just sharing some things with you all what I have found. And upon of finding these things, I'm just letting you all know. Thanks. Keep subscribing to my channel, and we'll talk about this again going forward. Thanks, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.